cards away from being out of this, and now right back in with close to $250,000 in front of him.
Well, we often say the middle pair of No Limit Hold'em is the toughest hand to play, because what do? The pot's been raised, it's been called by the guy on your right. The question is, do you call with the 2-8s? Do you throw them away, or you just move all in right here?
One mistake in No Limit Texas Hold'em, it can be it for you.
Well, he's making a call here, Vince. I like this decision by him.
Didn't go crazy, didn't go over the top, makes the call, and he's going to pray.
You don't have to go broke with this hand in this situation. Let's take a look and see if we can get lucky on the flop and catch something. Oh, 2 diamonds. That's going to be good for Roland. And an 8. That's good for Juha.
Oh, boy.
He's flopped the top set.
Check.
And both of them check immediately.
I'm all in.
Tim has gone all in.
He is not going to like this.
I'll bet you money you're going to fold.
Well, listen to that, Vince. Tim Anderson says to Roland, I bet you money you're going to fold here. Little does he know Roland's got a flush draw.
It's him I'm worried about.
Correct on that assumption.
But he does lay his cards down. Well, don't bet Juha any money, because I guarantee he's playing. He is the best hand possible right now. The nuts, as we call it in poker. He's got the 3-8s, the top set.
And right now, Dr. Hope just choked on a pill.
Well, it's not over. He could hit 2 running diamonds to win the pot, or catch a running deuce and a 5. That's the only way he can win it, and it's slim.
I'd like to see a black 7 there.
But Vince, you can't really blame Tim for going all in right there when both players check.
No, you're right.
I mean, you would have thought if one of them had a pair, especially Juha, he moved all in on the flop.
Jack on the turn, so that's going to do it. Juha Helpe, he's going to win this pot.
Tim Anders drawing dead, as we say. No card he can catch to win the pot with. And an ace comes up, but it's too little too late. Juha Helpe winning a nice pot right there.
And that's going to be a tough pill for Dr. Hope to swallow. Tim changed gears so well up to now. He moved his chips in all the time, and this time it just backfires. He caught Juha with a big hand.
What a time to hit a flop for Juha. He has won a nice pot, and Vince, he is going to be a force to be reckoned with now.
The first ever amateur champion is back on the WPT at a final table, and a Cinderella no more.
It is over. Perfectly played by our man from Finland.
Before I won, I was working as a dealer in a local casino.
Yes, I put you on Twitch, that's why I bet.
Nowadays, I just play poker, and I'm really doing my dream job.
Hard to believe.
When I came to Aruba, I didn't feel like a rookie.
Juha making moves. Juha's not intimidated.
That's why I think I was able to win the tournament. I had the confidence that it takes to win. Making the WPT final table is not easy. So many players nowadays. The build is getting tougher all the time. My first goal was to make the final table, but now I of course want to win. My name is Juha Helpe. I'm from Helsinki, Finland. It's all about winning now.
All right, well, fasten your seatbelts, because the antes and blinds are going up once again. We're going to a $3,000 ante, with the blinds being 15 and 30 grand. Action on the Englishman, Roland de Wolf. Our chip leader, he has 6-3 offsuit. Throws it away.
Roland pass.
Well, Juha Helpe looks down, sees a pair of 7s. He just won a monster pot with a pair of 8s.
All in.
He's going all in with it this time.
He's all in.
Now he has all the other players at the table covered. So essentially they're going to have to call for all their money if they want to play this pot.
Michel throws away his 10-3, and now it's on Kurt Kolberg. He's got a pretty good hand, ace-queen.
Well, Vince, he is in a tough position right now as to what to do.
Down to 273,000. The short stack right now.
Well, what he's wondering is, why is this guy going all in for that much money? If he had aces, kings, or queens, would he bet that much? Wouldn't he want to get action?
Roland, I've only been thinking for 15 seconds. If you motion to her for the... Is that really fair?
And Kurt's getting a little upset because Kurt does have the
Please,
right to take his time. He's got a major decision right now.
You got a decision, you got a decision.
Kurt's been a deliberate player so far, but certainly hasn't acted out of the ordinary on this hand.
What hand would you have to go all in with here? A hand that you don't want to call.
Gonna make him talk here.
60 in the pot.
Well, Kurt is wondering, would this guy make this play with like an
You
ace-5
got
or an
mine.
ace-7?
That's
Is there a
not too
chance
big
my
of an
ace-queen's the
overlay.
best hand? Do I have him dominated?
Clock, please.
They
But
put
you
the
both-
clock on Kurt,
I think that we're both short
meaning he's got
stacked.
1 minute to act on his hand.
I'm at best of 50-50.
Well, the thing is, the blinds are going up to
Make this
15 and 30.
call.
Kurt knows that.
You let me know when I have how many seconds left.
You have 1 minute.
1 minute? Well, what do you want? Come on, give it up.
Kurt analyzing here
Give it up.
properly, in that he's wondering why Yuha would make
What
such a
hand?
big bet.
Does not want to call here.
Perhaps he doesn't want to be called.
Maybe ace-jack, ace-10. You want to risk? You're looking at both of us being short stacked,
Meantime, Yuha is tougher to read than an actor's autograph.
five-handed.
Well, Kurt's tournament life is on the line right now. And Vince, he's in a very tough position. You know, when you're sitting at that table and a guy makes such an overbet like that, you just feel like he doesn't want to be called, and you also feel like he doesn't have a real premium
I
hand.
call.
Kurt is going to make the call here.
He is.
So he is going for it right now.
He is putting it all in. He'll be a slight dog in this now, around to Tim Anders, of course.
Well, he's not out of the pot yet,
No.
I guess I'm going to have a pretty good hand here to call this.
but he has a queen deuce offsuit. Can't imagine he could possibly call here.
Thank goodness.
No, he folds his hand. So here we go. It's a race situation. 2 sevens versus the ace-queen.
The amateur player from Weston, Massachusetts. His poker career on the line right now.
Good luck.
Same to you.
Stay tuned. We're coming back with the conclusion of this hand in just a moment.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. We're in Paris, where American Kurt Kohlberg is all in. He has ace-queen. He's up against former WPT champion Juha Helppi from Finland, who has 2 sevens. It's a race situation. Kurt Kohlberg must win the pot to stay alive.
Here comes the flop.
3 trèfles, 9 de trèfle.
Well, the flop has come 9-3-3. So now Kurt needs an ace or a queen to stay alive. Running threes would also win the pot for him.
Juha out in front with the sevens and now threes.
Well, Kurt can't even look.
Here's the turn card.
Well, a 7 comes off.
Oh, that's going to wrap it up.
Well-
Juha hits the full house.
Yep, that's going to do it. There's no card Kurt can catch now to win the pot.
I won't.
So Kurt Kohlberg is going to be the second American to go out here tonight. He finishes in 5th place. And Vince, if there's a lesson to be learned, it's about that old no-limit hold'em proverb. Don't get broke before the flop with a queen in your hand. Both Americans have done just that here tonight, and both are heading back to the States.
Well, Kurt is going to pick up 89,000 euros, which is approximately 112,000 U.S. currency for his efforts. The businessman has to go home. We are down to 4 players, and we have a new chip leader.
We sure do, Vince, and it's Juha Helppi of Finland, a former WPT champion who was on the morphine drip down to less than 40,000 at this final table at one point. Now the chip leader with well over 900,000.
Okay, action on Michel. Looks down at Doyle Brunson, 10 deuce, offsuit.
Well, in defense of Michelle, he has just caught no cards whatsoever at this final table.
Around the table to Tim Anders. He's got a wired pair of 5s right in front of him.
I'm all in.
He's going all in, Mike.
Well, he's doing what Juha did with his pair. He's moved all in with it.
How much?
Right behind him, Roland saying, how much is that? He's got ace-9 of clubs.
Well, Vince, ironically, he's got the same dilemma that Kurt Kohlberg just had. He's suspicious. Why would a guy bet this much money if he had a big hand? Wouldn't he make a smaller raise? Wouldn't he want people to come in the pot? Why is he trying to shut him out?
Well, that still doesn't mean you have to call. It's still a lot of money. You don't want to double up a guy either. So even if you think it's suspicious, it's another thing to make the call. Is it the right decision?
Well, Vince, I agree with you. I think this would be a very gambling style call on the part of Roland DeWolf. I mean, even if your opponent has something like a Jack-10 and is just making a move in that spot, you're only a 3-2 favorite to win the pot even then. And in fact, you could be dominated if he has ace-jack or ace-10.
Plus, there's always a chance the guy on your left, Juha's still around. He may have a big pair. You don't know.
Now, Vince, here's my question. Even if your opponent turned up the 2 5s, would you make the call with the ace-9? Would you want to gamble here in a coin flip when actually you're a slight underdog?
Probably not. Tell that to Roland.
Well, I
He's
mean-
young. He's adventurous.
What hand could it be a dominating favorite over? An ace-5, perhaps. That's about it. Vince, honestly, I would throw this hand away if I was him.
Cool.
He's doing it.
He's thought about it for a long time, but he's made the call. Juha quickly going out. Roland turns up the cards. Ace-9. Tim, I think he hasn't moved yet. Hasn't turned up his cards. He can't believe he got this call. It is all on the line for this man.
Well, here we go. Another race situation. It's the ace-9 versus the 2 5s.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you, too. You guys like to see this hand?
Well, Roland dying to see what he's got.
Here he goes. He's going to slow roll the 5s. Yes. The American, a slight favorite, perhaps.
Well, a moment ago, Juha Helppi just eliminated Kurt Kohlberg with the pair against the 2 overcards. Can Tim Anders pair against the 2 overcards stand up?
Let's see.
Here comes the flop. Oh, an ace right in the door, as we say.
Just horrendous there for Tim.
And now the only way Tim Anders can stay alive in this tournament is to catch a 5.
Just a disastrous flop for Tim Anders.
La quatrième.
Ooh.
7
Well, a 7 comes off there.
La quatrième.
One card to go.
Well, Roland the Wolf's got to dodge one more card. It's got to be a 5. Tim Anders with 2 outs, 1 card to go. Can he catch it? Nope, the king comes off there.
That's going to wrap it up for Tim Anders.
Well, Vince, Tim Anders played a great tournament this week. He was on a short stack time and time again from the 6th table on down to the finish line. But give him credit, he hung tough. He finishes 4th. He's going to take home $150,000.
One of the most colorful characters we've seen in poker, a true gentleman. You got to love Tim Anders, our 4th place finisher here tonight in Paris.
And Vince, I'm telling you, you got to take your hat off to this guy. What a performance he put on in Paris this week.
Yeah, they like this man's style of great sport.
The guy shows a lot of class. I'm telling you, they love this guy here, and rightfully so.
He is a great sport. A fine effort by Tim Anders.
I thought I played relatively well. I had pocket 5s there at the end. I was hoping they'd stand up, but Roland got lucky and got me. There are a bunch of nice guys in there, and I wish them all well.
We are down to 3 at the Aviation Club de Paris. We're coming right back with more on the World Poker Tour.
Welcome back to Paris and the final table of the Grand Prix de Paris. Now back to the men in the middle of it all, Mike Sexton and Vince Van Patten.
What action we're seeing tonight. Down to 3 players. The ante's going up to 5,000. Blinds are going to be 25 and 50,000, Mike.
Right now, our chip leader is Roland de Wolf from London, England. In 2nd place, former WPT champion Juha Helppi from Finland. And on the short stack right now with 345,000 is Michel Zeidenberg from Paris.
All right, getting back to the action. Roland quickly going out. Now, Juha, he's got a huge hand. The mother of all hands, pair of aces.
Friendly game. Only call.
He's just going to call with it.
I'll let you know now soon.
Well, he's trying to trap a Frenchman right now, Vince. No doubt about it.
Michel has got Queen 5. Let's see if he bites here.
Okay.
He does not. He says, I'll just call.
I knew it was such a friendly game, I'd play as well.
So Juha with the 2 aces. Michel with the Queen 5.
Le flop.
Well, here comes the flop.
Valet pique.
Well, the flop is Jack 9-3.
Did not help Michel.
Check.
Well, Juha checks, again trying to trap the Frenchman.
He's not going to bite there.
No.
So Michel not liking the taste of that cheese. Here we go with the turn card. It's a 10 of diamonds.
Check.
Well, again, Juha checks. Now, this actually gives Michel a free draw to win this pot. He's got an open-end straight draw now. Will he take a stab at this pot?
I don't remember what I did.
Juha digging a hole, putting the twigs and the branches over it. Waiting for the sucker to fall in. Perhaps he's going to fall in.
Check.
Well, again.